Hello, welcome to the Art Life video blog. I'm Lew Jones, and this is day 90.
I'm Jacob Wolf. Thank you, Lew, for meeting me here.
Thank you.
So you are an abstract artist.
Partially, yes.
And you're a musician.
Yes.
So abstract isn't all of your artwork. You said you do some figurative work as well.
Yes. I basically have followed the tradition of like Van Gogh. Vincent Van Gogh was someone that I like the way he does things. You do things accurately, but then you use color in a more abstract way. You know, color is everything. I kind of got into the color field movement with Reinhardt. Some of those people for a while started just the power of color and the power of line, things like that. And so for me, I called it abstract perceptionism. That was my own little movement, a movement of one, as far as I know. And abstract perceptionism to me was painting from memory and not from models. So I would always make sure that I didn't see what I was painting, and I would just accurately try to describe it in a kind of phenomenological way.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's kind of.
How long ago did you start that?
Well, I took drawing classes when I was back in my undergraduate. I went to Western Oregon College. I took sculpture. I took drawing, and I took watercolor. I think at Mountain Community College way a long time ago. And I didn't actually start oil painting until about 1998. Up until then, I was using some acrylics, but I really got serious about oils about 15. Where are we at? I don't know, 17 years ago.
Right on.
Yeah.
Where did you go to college?
I went to Western Oregon. I went to Mountain Community College for 2 years. I got my associate's degree there, mostly in English, but I took a lot of art. One of my teachers was from Florence, Italy. That's one of my watercolor teachers.
Okay.
That was really nice. I can't remember her name. I took, when I was very young, I knew Michael Rousseau's son. Michael Rousseau is a painter, kind of famous here in Oregon.
Okay.
And I used to watch him paint when I was a kid, so that goes all the way back.
Wow, neat.
It goes back to the second, third, fourth grade, and I used to watch him paint. And he was kind of Picasso-esque, you know. And then I didn't really go there for a long time. I didn't really see myself as an artist, so I saw myself as a musician.
Okay.
And then I got involved in other things. I knew a lot of other artists. My ex-wife was an artist. My son's a really great artist. They're good. They're what you would call fine art. Both of them are very, very good. I just kind of lead towards the abstract, and I had a lot of beginner's luck. I sold a lot of paintings for some reason.
Neat.
My stuff sells, you know.
Where were you selling your art?
Boston, down in the Bay Area.
In galleries?
Yeah, I sold it mostly. Most of the stuff I sell is in cafes and things like that. Mm-hmm. I do well in cafes. Also, hair salons, things like that. Hair salons are good places. And sometimes it just works, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't, but I always sell like one or two. Even Starbucks. We're in a Starbucks right now. I've sold stuff in Starbucks too. Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah, kind of interesting.
So you are an English major?
Technically, yeah. My graduate work was in adult education, but I'm more like arts and letters. I actually have a minor in English, but I'm an artist, philosopher. It's a lot of philosophy, a lot of creative writing, things like that. A lot of literature. I've done graduate work on Shelley, James Joyce, Dylan Thomas.
Okay.
So I'm into all the cool dead guys. You know?
And oh man, what was I gonna say? I got nervous for a second. So I'll show off some of this stuff while I'm thinking. What were you trying to depict here?
Well, every time I found something that looked familiar, I got rid of it. Even if it was abstract, I got rid of it. So that my goal is to always just, it's like based on the idea of disappearance. and I'm not even sure if that's finished yet, but that was the last thing that I actually really even attempted to do a composition, and so I was trying not to do a composition. My composition is trying not to do a composition.
The opposite of composition.
Yeah.
The opposite of shape.
Yes. Where color is like, I had a show one time I called Color Conquers Logic.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say. You are an art therapist as well.
Oh no, I studied art therapy. I did graduate work in art therapy.
Okay.
But I'm not an art therapist. But I'm a teacher. I teach and I use a lot of art therapy in my teaching.
Where do you teach?
Mount Hood Community College, Portland Community College, Clark College.
What classes are you teaching?
I teach ukulele, mandolin, guitar, and banjo right now, and I've also taught songwriting classes.
Do you know a tenor banjo?
Oh yeah, I can play any banjo, you know.
I have a tenor banjo, like a 90-some-year-old tenor banjo that I don't really know how to play.
Is it just 4 strings? Or?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they probably didn't have the 5th string. Yeah, the banjo is really based on it was brought over by the slaves, the American slaves, way back when, and it's an African instrument, really. It's actually related to the sitar. And that's why the tuning is a lot like blues guitar.
Okay.
When people play blues guitar, especially a lot of the Africans came over here and they didn't play European scales. They were playing tunings that were like banjos. So obviously, they immediately went. That's where everybody was trying to figure out what they were doing with these slide blues songs. They were already in this modal tuning, this G or C or D modal tuning.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
That's all way over my head. I don't know very much about music at all.
Well, I hope that I'm semi-accurate with that.
Yeah, definitely. All right, here we have another piece. Do you have a website?
Not for my art.
Not for your art?
I'm on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn?
I have a LinkedIn where I talk about, just basically a propaganda sheet, try to increase something,
Right.
Tells about my background and everything. There is a site that I have some paintings on called Matthew Stoll's site. It's called Stepping Stones to Wholeness.
Okay.
www.steppingstones to whole. Is that wholeness? Yeah, wholeness.com. And he's got an art store there.